All right, what up, Who Dat Nation? All right, what up, Who Dat Nation, man? It's your boy CB. About to give you guys a live showdown. Jerry, I already see you, man. What's up, fam? Okay. Yeah, about to give you guys some entertainment, man. Appreciate you tuning in last night. Appreciate you, Jerry, for tuning in to the show last night. I appreciate that. Gonna get an 8-15 game. Okay. Jack Bryan, I see you. What's up, fam? Okay. Let me get my remote set up right quick. Let's see. Let's see. Volume control. There we go. Microphone level.
Coming up, we've got a good
Yo, welcome Jack and Jerry to the pod.
Bills and the New Orleans Saints.
Jack Bryan, if you didn't watch the show last night, man, check it out,
with
man.
The call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and
like I said last night,
the Saints get ready to do battle with the Buffalo
y'all
Bills.
do call me and just keep me posted. Yeah, we definitely will, man.
Charles Davis,
I appreciate you for being loyal to the podcast, and you active with everybody's podcast that's, you know, talking Saints football. So you definitely a Cowboy fan. So appreciate you, man. All that you do, very supportive. You support everybody trying to, you know, give the Who Dat Nation some, you know, insight and their opinions on, you know, Saints news and discussions. Let's get this party
Kicker
started.
for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
I'm trying to keep this thing going. Okay, I see WD. What's up, WD? Jack Bryan, you said... The last showdown I did was last Thursday night.
Allen now on first down. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a run with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice
chunk. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me.
Back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heat.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary. 52 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major.
Yeah, Jack Brown last Thursday,
and now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001, and that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding when you look back at what people thought about him coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it, he can do it. And boy, does he prepare well for each and every game.
Let's go.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Coming right up your hole. Let's go.
On third and short, the fullback Burton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Brees.
There we go.
There we go,
man. Let's go.
What a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
What a catch and one-handed. And I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip
go.
to them.
That little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go. Taysom, go. Go. There we go. Let's go.
New Orleans. Taysom Hill.
We go, Taysom. Let's go, man. Let's get a sport.
Here in this first quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting,
all right, defense,
you're processing.
Can't allow that stuff to go on.
Who do I take?
Look like they're running the ball.
And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Let's get some pressure up front.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Okay, Jack said I did
take a look here at the Bills offense.
And we
I put them on kick return, but
talked about this unit. We didn't get a chance to hit on the opening drive because they scored so quickly. But that's the kind of unit this is. A quick strike offense. I expect to see them taking their shots all game long. And if that's the case, we'll find ways to talk about this group.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for this with
there we go. CJ, there we go.
They stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call.
CJ is going to be a dog, man. Some guys, man, if you got that instinct to read people, man, I'm telling you, CJ, he got that swag to him.
And still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
That's what we've been needing in the backfield.
For that jumbo sack.
And it's definitely not wrong with good boy.
Now is this one sent away.
We need some swag, too.
We'll call that a 49-yard net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over the first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes
Jack, I seen that comment about going vertical, man. I don't trust Breeze home.
Able to tie the game with a touchdown.
But I'm going to go vertical.
In front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
I can't throw good vertical passes like that.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Trent Murphy's #1 attribute is playing against the run, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm telling y'all right now, y'all see that route. Y'all can see it. Come on. Get it, Harris. Go. I'm going to you.
It's Breeze. Space to maneuver at the 40, and it's hauled in by
jump on you, Harris. So I just went to Cook.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this
all
team.
All the new listeners, man, welcome.
You throw the short game
trying
until
to get
they
y'all
stop
some
it.
entertainment
They're not
today.
going to stop it. You keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We're going to get one off.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Breeze going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
7-7, our score after 1.
Once again, whoever didn't catch the show last night, man, y'all go catch the show. Okay. Let's see what we're going to do.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Good night.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze.
There we go.
He'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well,
Two fullback dives. Come on, Pete, I'm going right up your alley.
You must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great
okay, shout out to Pretty Carl. I see you in here. You said we got to win this game, CBP. Yeah, I got to hold it down for the podcast.
Defenders on 3rd and
video game, but
going to be a
I'm definitely
read.
trying to
and
lose.
Really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Mike, get off.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Keep giving me that slant underneath, so I'm gonna just take it.
About 2 yards shy.
They're trying to drop back.
8-yard gain.
As long as they do that, I'm going to keep going with that slant.
First down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99. 6-6. Pull it high. Go. Go. Go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, now it's free. He'll fumble.
Oh, my
gosh. This is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen off the bootleg.
There we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack on first down, Allen rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at
let's get this
down.
stop. 3rd and 15, let's go. Yeah, I'm the receivers. Come on, Davis. Don't let them get off.
Fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
That's just running back.
Certainly did its part. It got him the football. But you're exactly right.
Damn
they
it,
got to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got pretty good about it. Thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No, we're going to get that first. We ain't going to.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Just make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow the page. Anyone that's listening, it's new.
You ready?
We remind you that coming up in
All right,
2
Pete,
minutes' time,
I'm just
we'll
trying
hand
you
over to
today,
Orlando
man.
and Jonathan Coachman will have
There we
highlights
go.
and analysis in this first half of action. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go. I was waiting for them to give it to me. There we go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. To throw is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
36. 50, 50. Watch for that.
Again, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
One shot for the end zone.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the 2nd half.
I know. I knew I should have just
Set
kicked
and
the
ready to
field
go
goal.
for the 2nd half.
Kevin.
1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball down?
Go.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a
Go
gain
back
of
to work,
11.
man.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Saints first
I see
down there on a gain of 11.
What's up, fam? Appreciate you for tuning in last night.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yeah, I'm on the PS4.
Back-to-back.
Ready for that PS5 to come out. Y'all best believe. Y'all best believe. First day it come out.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will stop right around the 25.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
He able to hold on to the football.
Back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. To the air, Allen, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that gives a
had 3 giveaways
off the field.
3.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
No.
From the 31, Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. 5-9. 50.
Now Breeze on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You've got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Now on 2nd and 13, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Watch 41. Watch 41. Strong right. You'll kill. Strong right.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught.
There we go, Harris. Let's go.
Look at 34 yards there.
Lord, man, I was waiting for that to open.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. He's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We do not need to be passing.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
We're not turned the ball over multiple times in the red zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
No.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Murray. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Go.
Breeze now. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards.
We gotta score. We gotta score.
And now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Let's go. It's fine.
There's Breeze. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th.
All right, what we going to do?
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really
what we gonna do?
Watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turned the ball over on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Second and 5 now. Allen, and he can't find anywhere to go with it.
That ain't no safety.
Cameron Jordan.
Damn it, I've been giving the ball away today.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far.
Jam him up at the line. Let's go.
3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On third down, they go with Singletary.
Let's go.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot
go, Harris, go! There we go.
Extra ball handling.
Let's go.
Right to the hands of your running back.
We in field goal range right here. We can't play stupid. Can't play stupid right here. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
If anything, let's tie the game up.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And
go, Jared. There we go.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Breeze, you really having a hell of a game.
On the pickup of 13.
Just gave that fumble up. Other than that, man, we're 24 for 24.
Run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into
the league. Just turn the ball over. Taysom turned it over. Kamal fumbled. You fumbled.
And using that speed there.
Supposed to be blowing this out the water right now. We right here, so we're gonna have to work. Play it smart. Let's use the clock.
On 1st down, Murray.
There we go, Murray. Run that thing, boy.
5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll come out in the pistol. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. The quick slant caught. And he'll take
Hell yeah, there we go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Oh, we're not allowing them to hang around all game.
Especially in the red zone.
Let's go.
But now even more so because these
now we gotta play defense.
Necessarily the tight ends of old.
They gotta score. They gotta score now.
Who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Lux with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Let's go. Let me get my Facebook stream back up and running. 1 second. Hey, let's go, man.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
You said they dabbing like the 20.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Pretty sure they know that.
The Bills now down 14-10, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Oh, guys.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it.
Come on, he got the fumble that, man. Dude ain't doing nothing like that.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Hey.
So it's Bills football.
Let's go.
We get you reset.
Well, the ones that was on the Facebook page
now in a game that looks like it's going to go down.
Had an error, so just come on over to the YouTube.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw, and that's complete to Croft. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now Allen. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
There we go.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, WD, that's when you know man kicks in.
Places to throw the football, if any.
We know Josh Allen, you know, he can scramble the ball.
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough
CJ
time on the clock.
Rio, they
really
put the wood on. He ain't doing all
defense
that.
presented against you.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Come on, guys, jam them up.
Back to throw.
There we go.
Get a throw off. He's taken down.
All right, one more play. One more. Let's go.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Allen going to go on 4th down. The open man is Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty
Watch my guy just sitting right there.
First down.
Dude, you just watched him run right past you.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
They're not going to go deep,
and you
so
know,
I
in
need
this
to stop
situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now he'll pull it down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
I know what let Rio guard that running back. I'm going to keep an eye on Allen.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Point after, right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
One final try here for Breeze.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
Damn it, man. Turnovers that cost us, man. Breeze. Really balled your ass off, man, other than the... Dang. Couldn't have no better game. So I'll take your fumble away, but damn, AK and Taysom, we right there at the goal line. Yeah, you can't take nothing away from this. 27 for 27, 100%. And this guy, 78 yards. I think it only gives me an hour to stream. Let me see what I can do. Let me just go through these steps right quick. Man, this is crazy. See what happened when they dab, yeah. Jerry said play again because I said so. I hate that shit too, Jerry. I really gave the game away. I had three giveaways. Deontay, you had that last play, man. That's what I'm saying. Diggs only a catch for 6 yards. Man, we let Josh Allen get off, man. I know, Colin. Oh my gosh, man. Nah, we're gonna. Gonna run this back, man. Let's see. We still got the same people.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 4 yards.
I'm not letting Josh Allen get off this
time. Second down. The starters now on offense, and Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries, but boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Allen.
Y'all gonna catch it, man. Let's go.
A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
I ain't call. I see your comment.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is
I ain't supposed to take it for the team, though.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Get that. Let's go. Go.
Picked off by Janoris.
Let's go, man.
And he'll score. Touchdown.
Okay, I see Travis 504. Who that, man? We running it back. Late touchdown, lost that first game. I can't.
They were just hoping to make a play and
I can't lead the game
get
like
their
that.
offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
No, Jerry, if a Falcon fan came on, I invite them to our own live match, and we can have it live on the pod page. I mean, if any Falcon fans want to come on here and do that,
now as this one's in the air.
I don't mind no kind of smoke.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now.
Supposed to be 3-0 right now, but it's all good.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
If any Falcon fans tune in, I challenge any any one of y'all.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
Go, CGJ, go!
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Letting this scroll get off like that, man. No mercy this game.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper
throws. We're on that same level,
I've seen
Travis.
guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game.
I'm not fixing that food, though.
He's got to understand.
I wish I could have some.
You, keep pressing forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at
Shout out
the 38.
to the new guys that tuned in. Playing a rematch.
It's
so y'all know.
And brought in by the tight end.
First game I lost.
He'll be
14-17.
33.
8 touchdowns.
5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, kill.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain.
He might, but do I want him to? No. Will I be mad if he signed? No, I won't be mad if he signed. But I'd rather have Griffin.
Pick up a 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Griffin gonna be cheaper.
Sammy.
Now Breeze. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push.
Yeah, I won't be mad if we get him.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So I'd rather have him. I'd rather have a great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Breeze to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. They'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held him to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
What's y'all thoughts on Jadavian?
And a Buffalo 1st down.
Would y'all rather have Jadavian clowning or
play call?
Griffin?
The end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 41, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
Y'all heard we have
catch
a
a lot
player
of
named
footballs as we
Cam
just saw there.
on the team now. That must be one of them undrafted guys. Oh, I hadn't heard that.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease so they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And he going to fumble what?
Coming in for the sack that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Check it back.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4.
Too much money.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
Really seem that productive. Sack-wise, he never had a 10-sack season. I mean, there's cats that, it's definitely some ends that's done got a lot of pressure, but just ain't been able to record the sack. But that hasn't been him either.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA
got
Sports.
Some guys that can put pressure on him, but he too athletic. If he was putting pressure on guys, he'd have been got him down for sacks. He too fast for all of that. He never recorded a 10-sack season.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
WD-ish. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with that, man.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas.
I really don't know
And he is tackled inside.
I don't know what to say, man, because we got the same two
It'll be a
backups
Saints first down on a pickup of
that's
13.
not good on the outside.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit.
P-Rob went to Philly.
Beat them on that play, did they?
No, the
Rated as the best nickel corner that year.
Right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
He was in the slot. He wasn't on the outside.
The 37 on 1st and 10.
So I'm just praying this Nichols guy.
A run. It's Murray.
Go, Murray.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14
Just
yards
praying
as
this
a
Nichols
pickup,
got to
first
come
down
in
New
and
Orleans.
stuff down on the outside.
I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running with Kamara. Gets past
Go. There we go, AK. Let's go.
Zone touchdown, New Orleans.
Let's go.
A 23-yard run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out.
Let's go. Let's keep a goose egg this game.
I love backs who have a lot of burst.
We gave him 3 takeaways.
By the way, sometimes
Red zone
toss
takeaways.
and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss. Quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
Like
the
an
tailback.
egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option.
That's the Kamara we
pitch it
missing.
out there to the trailing back.
He gonna shake that, though.
Where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips into
Y'all gonna let the man put on a few pounds?
to your running back.
Lutz with the extra point.
It looked like they
And that
just
makes our
his
score
legs.
17-0.
That's a dangerous thing y'all done to him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
For the ones that didn't listen to our show last night,
And no run back here. This will be a
check it out.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at
And
the
we're
running
gonna
back,
begin
the
our
man out of the
2019
backfield as he
player
gears
rankings.
up to go again. They've given
gonna
him
be
some
on the
touches.
players
They
that
haven't had
actually
a
was
lot of
out there
success
playing.
on the ground. Do you maybe keep going
like I
to
said
that
last night,
well, or
like
do you mix it
Anzalone,
up
he
more?
got
I
hurt
think you
week
mix
1.
it up more, try to
So he
loosen
won't.
things up.
He's not gonna
Give
make
the
the
defense
list.
to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Give it to you
On
guys.
first down, Allen rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard
Must be a
line.
fumble,
Just a
man.
3-yard gain there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, we go.
Nowhere to escape, and
that
he goes
pressure on.
down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got it
A lot of
figured out.
pressure.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
Down
They
right
really
here.
are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at him.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll
Don't
get it
let
into
him do
enemy
you like
territory
that.
just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he spins away, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw, it's Allen. Going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out
Davenport,
of
you're going to have to show up this year, man.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback.
And that's why I kind of, to be honest, I don't think we're going to get neither.
For the QB, right? In this case,
because we done invested too much in Davenport.
I don't know how he's surviving back there.
That's what Uptown said last night, man. We done invested too much.
They'll try again on second and goal.
Just to give up after 2 years.
12. Going to throw. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
He can't stay healthy this year. This is year 3.
Keeping proper leverage and communicating well, too.
Throwing now is Allen. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating.
Still pissed off about
figure out how to close out
these
long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner?
Let's get something.
Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here and now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want,
kicks in
and that means getting him the football.
Single turn.
Just a single catch in this game.
Trash ass, man. It ain't working like that.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
21.
Second and 5 now. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down. On the ground, Kamara. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Breeze. Throw left side, complete. It's Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Kamara, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they come up first and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Breeze. Gets this to his standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Go,
on the
man,
ground,
go.
this is Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It looked like every assignment is complete right here. Let's go.
Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3.
I need to learn how to slide.
Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll come out in the pistol.
Opposite.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Yeah, don't you think, man?
Early and try and create a big play to give
with all the mads, I never can slide.
Again on 2nd down. Allen, and from the 25,
no way Allen taking
to the
hits
29,
like that.
A gain of 4.
It's soft. God, I can't say what I'm going to say.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, they'll roll him out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another 1st down.
He ain't nowhere to be found.
At the Saints' 27-yard line.
P-Rob, I sent you. He ain't even nowhere to be found.
He's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
So I'm going to just have to
double
spy.
Plus, big-time play.
I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Just be the spy, man. Real. I'm trying to.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the coverage terrific there as it's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Allen's throw is complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills cut into that lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. Houshie now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive.
Right up your hole.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught.
He gonna be getting a few snaps.
As you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands.
He's not no
wrapped around
training
when they go
camp
through the
body.
line.
I don't think he is.
95, 56.
Honestly.
Let's get it. And Mike's 50. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Bounce back, guys. Whoever was tuned in for the first game, seen that the ball was in my court, but I just gave
The last
had
one
3
got a couple.
giveaways,
Here's 2nd and 8.
3 fumbles.
Get ready.
Oh my!
Shoot. He goes 21. Under.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow lady. All right. Let's go, T. Let's go.
Now Kamara. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
WDC first game was a warm-up. It was.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now, down 20-10, a little under a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. To the air, Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Back to throw. Allen, 23 yards, the final tally. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there in 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's
end it. There we go, Sean. Let's go, crib it.
Picked up by Marshawn.
There we go.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So many
Didn't
times
even know Stephon Diggs was on the team. Both games he wasn't. He didn't do nothing.
Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2,
All the listeners, be on the lookout for our top 25 rankings for the 2019 season. We're going to start with 25 through 21. The segment should be out sometime next week, probably late next week. I'll give it by next weekend.
No matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break the serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good.
Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Watch me. Had to run it back on them. Game 1, I gave it away too many times. And it still came down to a late game touchdown.
So that'll do it for us.
Shout out
for my
to
partner,
WD,
Charles
Carter,
Davis, and all the hard-working
and some
men
of my
and women
team
on our
in here.
crew. I'm Brandon
Jerry
Gaughan.
Poor,
You've been watching the NFL right
Jack,
here on
Travis,
Sports.
Suave.
The Saints are winners here
I'm
as
missing
we say
anybody,
so
my
long
fault.
from
Shout out
New
to all
Orleans.
y'all, man, that tuned in. Like I said, as a podcast, we're going to do a top 25 rankings based on the 2019 season. Because as you can see, it was some of our players on NFL Network that didn't get no respect. Teron, you know, my opinion on him, he's the best left tackle when he's healthy. But for them to leave him off, you know, that's messed up. But he gonna get our praise on this one. So just stay tuned. It's gonna be 5 players per week. 25 through 21 is the first set. Be on the lookout for it. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. This your boy CB. I'm out. Who that?